Ah, that was a good celebration of a fine victory. Still a bit of wine here. Now, while this was a great victory, we are understaffed. That's problematic news. We will quickly need to recruit more soldiers. Well, she seems trustable. Simply known as warriors. Very well, you may join. Ah, we already have a unity recruit. Excellent. And let's see. Who do I like to look of? I do not want to go below 150 supplies, I think. No. She seems fine. Yes, let's recruit her. How much is a recruit? 25 for supplies. Well, one more couldn't hurt. Let's see. No. Well, I like the look of you. There we go. Now we have a whole new batch. Fine recruits to train.
Commander, the aliens are still moving forward on the Avatar project. Taking out that facility would deal a serious blow to their efforts.
Well, that's great, but we first need to...
Setting course for Sector 9.
Why were we here?
United States.
I don't know. We need to establish contact.
The outcome of this research can only further our advances.
Excellent. Radio systems. That'll help quite a bit. If armor, we have... I suppose we should work towards.
The Advent officers appear to be similar, if not physically the same as the common Advent trooper in terms of power and agility.
Yes.
However, field reports indicate a more developed mental acuity, as the officers do provide tactical directives to the subordinate Advent forces.
So they were bred to be commanders, instead of born to greatness and harness their potential? Bah, that's not the proper way how to do it. Yes, we know these people. The front of that vessel still very much reminds me of an HK unit. Wonder if they were inspired by that somehow. Let's see, what can we do? Let's install a radio tower there. Resources and
Commander, the aliens continue to make progress on the Avatar project. If we're going to slow them down, we'll need to move fast.
This is problematic indeed.
I take it this was easier than your last procedure, Doctor.
Central, Commander.
Yes?
Yes, I find the process to be far less disconcerting when the subject has already expired. The results, however...
You are a strange man.
It's best you see...
But I respect your scientific acumen.
My autopsy of the Advent captain has confirmed the existence of an implant, similar in design to the unit I extracted from the commander.
Bah! More of my stolen designs!
What kind of differences?
How dare
The
they?
data you see is being pulled directly from this Advent captain's implant. The sequence here is essentially you, Commander. Or at least the tactical information they were processing through your mind.
Yes.
As you can see, the data is nearly identical.
Yes, and they stole it, I imagine.
Yes, however, the Advent data shows signs of decay. Removing the commander from their network has likely caused significant damage.
Network.
Yes, what we're seeing here is a psionic network. These implants are capable of
Psionic
receiving and
network?
transmitting information a great
Bah,
deal
bah,
of
he must mean
information,
hyperspace
somehow
communications or
encoded in a
such.
stream of psionic energy. My working theory? Advent uses this network to augment the tactical readiness of its troops, as well as disseminate orders from its central command. Observe. Even in the subject's
Well,
diminished condition, the implant
that's,
continues to have an effect. A truly astonishing achievement.
Moral weakness.
Potentially. But I need direct access to their network to know for sure.
I wonder if we could make the dead walk again through this
We need
matter.
an active link.
Now that would be
That would mean
a
hacking
smart
a
way
live
to do it.
admin officer.
Have like an army of dead walking soldiers.
Still, it's the best.
That'll put a fear into the enemy's hearts.
Call, Commander.
New objective added.
Yes. What a brutal design. I like it.
I'm keeping tabs on all our operations, Commander. Our people are standing by for your orders.
The Advent captain seems to provide a means of stabilizing the link between the local subordinates and the Advent network tower itself.
Physically larger, more tactically capable in the support of troopers. The Advent officer administers a system of control over the troopers. Through a careful engineered hyperspace link augmented network with a mechanical implant. From my initial examinations of the commander, me, and a careful review of the information gathered from the alien containment area, I now have a theory as to how this system was established. It is my firm belief that this process of psionic control was specifically engineered to allow rapid deployment and of tactical information drawn directly from the subconscious mind. In this case, the mind of our very own Lord Diar. How grisly. What an interesting turn this simulation is taking. With this hierarchy in place, tactical knowledge stored in the depths of the commander's mind was processed and transmitted to Advent officers, who in turn directed the troopers and other subordinates. With the commander no longer attached to the psionic network, it is difficult to say how the orders are being dispersed at this point, although I am sure the aliens have planned for this potential contingency. I believe it may be possible to tap into this network, but it would require the use of a living Advent officer to function as our conduit. To facilitate this difficult task, we've worked on developing a new device, the Skulljack, which will be capable of disabling the officers. From there, it's simply a matter of hacking the officer in the field, although I won't speculate as to the outcome.
Commander, if we're going to try to build this Skulljack that Tigan came up with, we're going to need a specialized facility to test it out.
Well, that's certainly something we'll do. Now, what to work on? I think the weapons of those stun lancers might be worth a look.
The Advent Stun Lancer was apparently outfitted with the intention of serving as a civilian peacekeeping unit within the city centers. Although they are equipped with weapons capable of administering non-lethal blows, recent reports indicate an increasingly aggressive stance taken by these units.
I appreciate the mask, but I don't think you're really working all that hygienically, Mr. Tegan. I mean, you're splashing bodily fluids all over the place. Excellent. Underground communication systems online.
Welcome to the fight.
Most inspiring music, though that really is not that inspiring a construction. All armor and investor proving grounds are completed instantly. Aha! Very good. That's something for the future. Oh, we have supplies. Let's go get them. In the high north, an overgrown Kashi. Not too uncommon in the jungles of our homeworld.
I do not think I could have predicted this outcome, though it is intriguing.
I am sure it
Although
is.
Advent clearly intended for these units to be their means of dealing with any unruly civilians within the city centers, it seems they have come to rely on more brutal means of pacification.
Arcblade. Interesting. Better vibro swords, as it were. On both physical and genetic level, the Advent Stun Lancers are nearly identical to troopers our forces regularly see in combat. However, a minor yet crucial adjustment to the muscle fiber density of the Lancer improves both agility and overall survivability. Equipped with non-lethal weapons capable of easily disabling human targets, these Lancers were first deployed during the earliest days of Asena's establishment of power in city centers, when civil unrest was a more common problem than outright resistance. In studying their usage of deployment of this raised an interesting question. If the Lancers were among the first of Asena's forces deployed, and their survivability somewhat higher than the standard trooper, did the Sakul invaders consciously reduce the trooper's strength based on assessment of human combat readiness? This would imply that the system of rapid genetic modifications beyond what I had previously imagined the aliens were capable of. It would also demonstrate a degree of genetic frugality, and that I would have previously assumed was irrelevant to the aliens based on the variety of unusual experiments they conducted. Artigan. Yes, Arcblades. Proper vibro swords, likely enforced with Bastille from the Mandalorians. Excellent. Well, let's have a look at the trooper corpses.
Knowing that my past surgical experience is limited, I am sure the crew appreciates that I hone my skills on fallen Advent forces before triaging our own wounded.
Yes,
To
and
the uninitiated, the common
you don't
Advent
look very
troopers
delicate in
seem
your work.
human. The aliens have disguised this most glaring divergence from the human form
Dear
with a
God,
carefully
man.
designed helmet.
I don't think cutting through the chest requires that amount of splatter. I mean, I'll happily lend you my lightsaber if that helps.
Power relay now operational.
Excellent. That'll give us plenty of power to expand. I could move with proving ground. But no, I'd rather save my supplies to hopefully work on our armor soon.
Got an urgent communication coming in for you now, Commander.
Oh dear.
While I recognize that you've been placed in a difficult situation, Commander, our continued failings over the last month have left many in the Resistance concerned. Nothing short of a fast improvement will do.
Ha! I'll show you improvement! Doubting my subtlety again. Oh, well, we'll need our intel. Well, for now, let's finish this
I
set
have
of
made a number
supplies.
of interesting discoveries, Commander.
Yes,
By a
yes.
thorough analysis, I have yet to discover what, if any, advantage the Advent hybrid soldiers' enormous eyes provide. Testing their visual acuity will no doubt prove difficult.
Probably some of that naked Duros DNA or something. Trying to make them force sensitive or such, like those naked Duros. Scary. the most public face of the scene of security, the standard Imperial modern-day trooper serves with a first response role in areas of high public exposure. Although rumors as to their origins have persisted for years, it's only recently that we've confirmed that they are in fact a product of human-alien hybrid development. Disgusting. My initial autopsy indicates that the troopers were at one time entirely human, implying that some means of gradual genetic enhancement without the rejection concerns that would normally plague these experiments. The body itself maintains a general outward appearance of a typical human, with the most crucial changes occurring in the cranial structure. It's my belief that the Advent Trooper receives their orders, that is to say, they are controlled directly through the hyperspace psionic link system, engineered as part of the genetic modification process. As we first discovered in the field, the eyes are notably larger, perhaps an unintended side effect, as they seem to provide only limited improvement to the trooper's visual acuity. The aliens have managed to disguise this glaring physical trait from the general public through the use of cleverly designed armor. Indeed, it's quite intimidating as well, I'd imagine. Let's study these Sluivan modification
hybrids. To be
hybrids.
growing more accustomed to seeing the clear intermingling of both human and alien genetic material, I must admit, this reptilian creature with such distinctive human features is surprisingly unsettling.
Indeed, why do reptiles have breasts?
Reports include references to a species with some reptilian qualities, but nothing is readily.
I mean, breasts are a mammalian trait, I believe.
I have to admit, there is
Why would you
something
need breasts
exciting
when you
about
lay
looking at the
eggs?
more
I do not understand.
Found on the Avenger. Every decision, every
Well, except,
development
you know, if they're just for fun or such. Can't blame them for that.
Resource located.
66 price. That is a bit disappointing. Still, we have other supply drops.
Avenger plotting new course.
We haven't had much time to strike at the enemy yet. I'm growing impatient.
I am sure you will find the results to be as intriguing as I do, Commander. I find it unusual, to say the least, that the subject so often referred to in the past as the Thin Man has now been revealed to actually be a genetic derivative of this wholly reptilian creature.
Yes, but somehow it has breasts. I find truly remarkable that the adaptable some of the alien species genetics are to the constant tweaks. They're often subjected to, in the case of the Viper, a species once identified as an infiltration unit known as Thin Man, the aliens have made a conscious reduction in their efforts to disguise a true form. So, are they related to the Sluivan or not? Without the introduction of extensive human genetic material, the Vipers revert to a purely reptilian form, while apparently retaining the same intellect and combat aptitude. The Viper's snake-like form is in many ways similar to the legless reptilian we commonly encounter here on Drummond Cass. The enhanced torso musculature allows for an upright mobility, and the addition of two physically weak but capable arms allow the handling of traditional weaponry. Of the many alien species our troops encounter in the field, I find the prospect of encountering an intelligent snake standing over 2 meters tall to be among the most disturbing. Well, that's a bit alienist of you. I thought the Unity would have gotten over that. Still, battlefield medicine. We can do something about that venom that nearly destroyed our team just a few training sessions ago. And now for the turrets. Well, let's work on force sensitivity.
I foresee a
Psionics, or however you call it.
Stemming from this technology. I'll have a report assembled as soon as the research is complete.
Well, we will continue our work on building up our forces. Which can
Commander,
we
I
make a bit of
appreciate you
armor?
recruiting new staff for the engineering team, but as it stands, we have people still waiting for an assignment.
Yes,
We can
yes.
have them working on construction, excavation, or staffing a facility. Just give the word and I'll get started, Commander.
No, we still lack troopers. We need to kill
I've
some.
been muttering to himself in one of the corridors. I'm not sure he even noticed me. Bradford trusts him, but I'm still keeping my eyes open.
You're not doing anything? Work then. A workshop, I think. Or no, let's wait. Advanced Warfare Center. Where we can retrain people and they recover faster from injuries. That's very
Advanced Warfare
important.
Center construction initiated.
Good. Well, all things are set. We will continue working, and when we return, hopefully, we'll have an operation to strike against the hated traitors once again, and show them the Unity is not yet defeated. So, until then, until glorious victory once again looms!